We've seen some pretty funny stuff happen so far with Republican campaign ads this election season. Earlier today, I told you about Ted Cruz having a softcore porn actress appear in one of his videos, which quite frankly, I don't think is really a big deal, but apparently his campaign had to distance themselves from it. Donald Trump had this anti-immigration ad with footage of people fervently, to quote Lewis, I know it's not a real word, check it out on Urban Dictionary, fervently crossing over from Morocco to Spain, and it was meant to represent immigration from Mexico into the United States. Total embarrassment. And now Marco Rubio has entered into contention for the funniest misuse of footage to make a political point. Senator Marco Rubio, who is a Republican presidential candidate, had a new ad released over the last 24 hours, and you see a boat crossing a very picturesque harbor, and the narration says it's morning again in America, although it actually isn't America. It's not the United States that's pictured. It's Canada, Vancouver, in fact. Let's take a look at the video and listen to the very, very wonderfully done narration.
I voted for a guy who was a Tea
Wrong
Party.
clip, though. That's the other one. Let's take a look at the Rubio one.
It's morning again in America. Today, more men and women are out of work than ever before in our nation's history. People paying more in taxes than they will for food, housing, and clothing combined. Nearly $20 trillion.
Right. So it is indeed morning in America.
Should we show that shot one more time real quick, that opening scene?
Take a look at it once more.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
It's morning again
Vancouver.
in America.
But that's actually Canada. So the Rubio campaign was asked about this. They said, well, we're not going to make Canada an issue in this election. I guess inadvertently doing that. What was interestingly enough left out of the ad was some kind of statement dispelling with this fiction that Barack Obama doesn't know what he's doing, because Lewis, he knows exactly what he's doing.
Very good. Yes. Let's dispel with this fiction that Vancouver footage is just so ubiquitous.
Yeah.
So many movies shot in Vancouver. This was stock footage.
Right.
That I guess some production company or whoever bought from some guy who just sells stock footage.
Yeah.
And guess they didn't care where it was coming from, or they thought no one would notice.
You know, footage of Vancouver is so ubiquitous that even in Nigerian campaign ads, often they open and it's still Vancouver that they have on camera, just because it's so easy and ubiquitous to you can really find that footage easily. So everybody's using it. It's just way more noticeable when a Nigerian political ad says, "This is morning in Nigeria," and it's actually the ferry in Vancouver. What they meant to show was that Hillary Clinton was going to turn the U.S. into Canada or something like that.
Or Obama was going to, or Bernie was going to with his national health care plan. Maybe that's more accurate.